Evening. I am Ousman Jallow. I'm back again for our weekly talk show. We are normally being hosted for every week, every Thursday, 6 p.m. Whenever it reaches you at King FM 94.7 here. You will join us for the most important topics which we normally choose or select for the most latest ones. Box that binds freedom. As wherever you are and listening to 94.7 from Carton to Koina, Banjul to Basse, I'm saying to you good evening. We never forget to Senegalese people wherever you are and Guinea Conakry. We are saying to you hi to you, especially Boubacar Garki Jallow. He is one of our invitees. Good evening. And we will go to Europe. We have to meet Ibrahim migrant situation, and we are saying to him good evening to Mr. Ibrahim, wherever you are in Europe. We are saying to you good evening. Welcome to Hot Talk Hour. Last week you are part of it us, and today also you will be part of it also. And also we will don't forget we can go to German. We are going to meet Mr. Jibril Kamara, and he is the CEO of Kamara Electrical Lighting and Safety Company in the Gambia here. Last week we have the CEO of King FM Radio and King Flash King TV Gambia. That's Alaji Dauda Seka. We are saying to you good evening. And the management of King FM, we are saying to you good evening. And all the staffs, we are saying to you good evening once again. And also like the other people who wherever you are in Kenya today, and is their independent, our head of state, Mr. Alaji Daura Adamabaro. He's in Kenya. We are saying to you good evening. And this is Hot Talk Hour. It normally comes to you at our radio station King FM 94.7. We are hosting many important people every week. And today we have our one of the most prominent journalists in the Gambia here. That's I will leave him to say hi to the Gambians first of all. Mr. Musa Serif, good evening.
Good evening. You and to the staff and the management of KFM. Good evening, my host, Mr. Jallow, and to the management of KFM. I'm happy to be here.
What if your deepest part is disconnected? You're so shut down that you can't feel. What if the question our hearts through our pain, through our words, through our fears? Oh, it's time to break out of that box that binds freedom, to be known and loved simply for being.
Okay, good evening, Mr. Jallow, and to the management of KFM. I'm happy to be here tonight as your guest.
Our guest, and we are welcoming him to our noble radio station 94.7, and also we will leave to the Ibrahim migrant, and we are going to welcome him to our radio station 94.7. Hello, Ibrahim.
Thank you so much for having me here, and today also I'm grateful to be part of this panel today, and thank you to all the listeners who are following King FM at the moment, and all the listeners both Gambia, Africa, Asia, or Europe, anywhere you are. I greet you, everyone. This is Ibrahim Migration, living in Malta at the moment.
Okay, Mr. Ibrahim, thank you very much. We will go to German. We are going to meet Mr. Jibril Kamara. Good evening, Mr. Kamara.
Good evening.
Okay, welcome to King FM 94.7 in the Gambia here, and we know that you are the CEO of Gambia Kamara Electrical and Lighting and Safety Company in the Gambia here, and greet the Gambians, and also say hi to the people out there too.
Okay, I think I will go to Mandinka.
Okay.
So for the benefit of the Mandinka listeners, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr.
Assalamu alaikum. Gambian nomba mobe kontona ularola. Ani mumondimba wato be kontona. Nyinkai alman tola kerola rek ba banko demul be kontona tola kerola alma den kata ni kona ko no na ban kerala nda ko bitimila ko na alabon alhamdulillah rabbil alamin anin kero kono re no alma ngani be kala klinde kila ba hormodo be gambe dol be kono ne ba dawdan nem fana Europe lamo America everywhere in the world mo be kono kan for ha togla la baraka baake.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Kamara. One of our guests also should be in Guinea Conakry, that's Boubacar Garkey Jallow, but he didn't join the line. But whenever he joined, and he will say something platform here at King FM. But first of all, suñu mbokk yi xamante ne maa ngi leen nuyu ku nekk si tuuram ak santam ak fu ngeen mënta nekk time bii nii diggante Karton be Koyna Banjul be Basse maa ngi leen nuyu bu baax a baax ak ñu nekk tamit Sénégal suñu naataango yi nuyu foofu tamit ñu ngi leen nuyu bu baax a baax ak waa Guinée Conakry ñu nuyu naa leen tamit su ngeen demee Kenya te mooy seen independent bi 12 December 2024 bu leen fàtte rek this is a hard talk hour. We normally bring it for you to our radio station here at 94.7, and also it will be live on Kin TV Gambia. Right away to Kin Flash at our Facebook page. Don't forget to like and share the information and also the updates. But here, before we come to Mr. Sirif of Voice Newspaper, we will have a recap of about the migrant situation, because he has something to tell the Gambians about the migration issues. And yesterday we learned that Kenut got an incident out there. So, Mr. Ibrahim, can you take us through about the incident of what has happened yesterday out there? Ibrahim, niatra ibem tol moy kanne fana be dan la rek yena live pour mol fana itandi incident mun ketanu kunu out there. So, wo ta nyaadile wala wo keta nyaadile Ibrahim.
Yes, baraka baake wonyalamu kunu akalamuta de kamera dimanche donc on the 8th mi yalon ko kulon do beje min bota fax Tunisia mi yalon ko wuta akalamuta ko 55 people lebe kulon nyin kono mi yalon ko ay silo mutanu abe takan ndame wala mu Italy bar kulon ni nata akalamuta ko kulon ko suto mi yalon ko kulon ni nata problème o sota sibaka la problème o tamena wala mo weda condition o mantari petiare ni desol de sa ko past week ni kulon kono mo kilinda man kanata kulon ni kono sunkutinde wona mi yalon ka to mo ya marineti mi yalon ko kulon ni bring accident soto kulon men nata cika jio kono wala keta anti marit sorry tormina 3 atamu rescue kulon ti mi yalon ko jamano le tam mi yalon ka ta fananga ta fanka so kono kunun ko wuraro e tel dunda dron so e dunda dron suto e natanin kulon je min keta transtaba meta miniti mo wato la ya sunkurinde woni tarje mi alon ko ate sibo sanji tan anen fula dammanne ate dammande benin kulon kono mi alon ko pono me gal ko pono me mutayo pono de mutayo so ina da tombo mbriya tombo docteur me be nata la poste bula sindi nata min ka ite to don anata to foy mi alon ko a witande ko abodana fax le bar sterlen do na matuti mi yalon ko bitem fa mi yalon ko ndefana ba don jamata sunkuti no nyin mi yalon ko ngala picho sianu fa anala story yo bari atenata mi itande ko ila 45 people le kulon nyin kono bringo fa 45 people so na ka kala mata kunun somanda wato tala woro ya furen mi lampa du sel plano to so brinna ka kala mata na ko nyin no mabake mi yalon ko ndefana ta communication le pla jamal do Tunisia ko nata long kafo kulungi normally Gambiano le 3 quarter beremo Gambiano le ti ngamen kala mata je wala mo more than 40 something Gambian le kulungi kono dolbe je Serbian ani Mali ani Guinea wala be je me yalan ko kulungi kono musunani le be je ani dindin fula bara sumudo nyi me yalan ka ta fundita ta damman na moti me yalan ko atele kanata kulungi kono me yalan ko nata kato fananke o agento fonte fonata agento soto me yalan ko nati amata brin kunu ngai tandala ko kulung me action soto mi la kulunati ay tande na ko no ala kulunate nata ko nyin no mabake ka fine because nata kala mo dimension wo dam na kulunate me mufta so bi somanda na ta itandin na ko yes to nyala mala kulun na mu so na sungro ni na picho diala bring boy so do opinion nan ka yana sungro so because nimbe kulun ni kono he is the only survival dindo ni another panya ko ni to nyala nimbe na kulun kono na ka yande ko kulun ni boyta so wakata kasara party zafono he is the only person me alon ko out of 55 people mo kilinda man ne kanata e o kola disem kunu fana kulu do fana beje kunu me yalon ko fana boytale me yalon ko boyta dame ma fa wala mo tunisia la ma fonti o kulu mo birade fana boyta wati men kala mota ko amam me bakel na takki waro so min tibulo ten commission la cause cadre buru ya tande na ko kulu ni mo konon to wala fataje mo dol beje le men yalon ko wol fana be yemandinne me yalon ko imanjeno at this moment ni wato kono kulon la problème o mi yalon ko ibe siari mbake na men kala muta mi yalon ko comment to fana safono on the 29 kulon beje mi yalon ko awuta Tunisia on the 30 fana kulon beje mi yalon ko awuta Tunisia on the 30 kulon me awuta Tunisia fax mi yalon ko gamme Tunisia pata kono gamme do men fana bo kulon kono kulon ning is 50 people na men kala muta bar 47 on be all Gambians wa kulum fana is signed and monkey bar so tala mi alon ka filne bari na du payroll fana take all this past week mi alon ko we trying to find out any information about this boat so bari mi alon ko ni men ka do ko penyola ka information di nyola so nata kibaro so to kunu so ka itande ko this past last week kulun sabo men mi alon ko mi report men ka ko kulun sabo le wulta non Tunisia na information so to kulun sabo be signed and safono be aklan so to will it often manjeno at this moment for no more in this just this 10 days kono we Gambian lose more than 100 youths many alon ko be fara ni silo just in 10 days at this moment men kalamuta.
Okay, Ibrahim, so since the incident wo ketale there, so nying cool come like Gambian mansakundal mumbije like eco consular be Italy fawla did they release any information wala wol ya kibaro fintindi pour ka nying cool kola wala wol man hani fen fintindi.
Well, I don't even know Gambia government Gambia government bank council ba wala embassy I don't even know if they even are aware of the kafo kuruna boyta. Because I don't Gambia masakunda mbakawla kulong la photo so I don't even think so government bendin kalamale but bring ko nyinketa we make the publication the likasa firo la keno ka kuma kan kunden di kairan di mulla Gambia no ni nebe kering adonga formal men soto na safir blali embassy kunda la mul bejele foreign affairs la mul bejele men yalon ko they are listening everything be men sata kan bari buto masakunda man kuma moy la karola buto fe yalon ka fo kulon boy rin Gambia don men yalon ko 100 more than 100 people men part this only this past 10 days still now man kulon na photo kuma ko masakunda men fo no wol keka kulo timen ko like migration of ko imamba bawo photo baake so Gambia don ka ni men fata dron ila ko katari fonde bulo kono ila wudu lalle ka bata wala ka ko bo ko rek bar man sakunda man taris je ka fo kalo ko migration la ko jama bi ke men yalan ko ni problem si falni ke ta pour man sakunda ke da bula photo wala ka fonde na ka diama ko.
Okay, Ibrahim, mbemurun ni etela after niatra min tolbitala comme like jaman je comme ñi ko fenketa after o fana Mr. Camara abe ko fana sotola abe afale so this is Hard Talk Hour and we will come back right away. Mr. Kamara? Hello, Mr. Kamara?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, okay. So, Yamoyle, Ibrahim Migrant, Ayafo Nyaming, come Ninkul, I think that Bakele is very sad to see about 100 Gambians will new lost in 10 days. So, I think that Bakele is a very, very sad story. So, Yamune for Ninkola, so Janimbe Dunaning Kajadola.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Konda kan ko tekew ngalam Jibril Camara CEO of Camara Electrical Lighting and Safety Protection System. I'm a Gambian born and brought up in Kafuta but now based in Serekunda. That's where my family is. Okay. Very sad news in Call for the right now. Although I don't follow too much about this migration issues. I follow back at all because of well, it's not my field too much because I am busy with other things. But right now, I very brema. Nka lamoy time to time. Defo nka lamoy la back. Ani na bol pang telefon ka ate pana follow back. Kuma jama ni lafta kuma jama moy la phone. Put la sala na what's going on this situation. Nka tele follow so that we have information from Ibrahima. But although ninga information moy such like this kind of information ninga ni sifal moy. O kan sa nka feel very bad, very sad. Yala ne. Because Yama Kola all Gambia the party joke for more than 100 people. So Yalo Balafa from Warabata Nabra only 10 days, I don't know, 10 days. Yalan. So Mindal Amram Minion to Kelly Code, Lamanta Kundan will by all men Teatre, Gambian Marco Bagadal. Namra Wolam Isudal. Because Nin to Adang in Bagway Silo, Pruka stop at the Izila. As a stop the party, the easy no, the minimum of La Mamra Bakalan the time, they understand. Although they'll be not an cleaning silola. But right now, then they put the phone car for Moy for Will and Gambia and you come as and the blue Mbarin will come for the putting him away. You going to not do that. You don't go in Silo Banyami. Then into Najin Yami, Nangalonco Nabo, then into people for the Villa and Silo Langama. I understand, but I mean Sabi Adamadu Punta Obica by Wokasatole. So Ninka Aketa Gambia new reality. Gambia based on Nutala, Beba for many along way 40 new la, Alama Sola Arjanala, Ani Emil Taraje, Alman Famalan in Tifa Jamamuela Kila Bahora Moteno, but in Gambian phone and the Villa by the old men theatre, we do a sensitization like a Kendaka to make the people to be aware of such a dangerous way like this way. It's not easy because of Minika Namolka Duato Fana, because of Sotobalia Nabroda. I'm easy for now. Back home is not easy, Tonya. Never Gambia. Maybe no Gambia, but we know how difficult Gambia is because all a more for and in the phone, what I'm willing to Gambia Patani. You understand? Because their family, so then I was working at Navek. For more than how many years? Over 10 years I was working at Navek. But Mbije for covering in Silo with the 2010. I was not even thinking because you made a coming in Silo.
Hello, Mr. Kamara.
So, but yeah.
Hello, Mr. Kamara. Okay, we will be right back because time is not in our side. We have our guests at the studio here. Atefana aba kudo fola ning kuokono. So ni atrantol muruntana after bedun na ning kachakola. But kal kalam tandirek iteni Ibrahim migrant. Being told that topic okoro is about concerned Gambians about the out there like the diasporas come atul Gambian mumbe come like Europe or America. So Albania di leje come like the situation there. And the next topic is about the liberty of press. Because yalo niatra preso or wolman liberty soto dunia titama anyama. So sai wofana is our next topic. But right away we will come back to the studio at King FM 94.7.
With people who matter just like me.
Good evening, Mr. Serif, once again.
Good evening.
Okay, welcome back to King FM 94.7, and we heard about the situation, what happened out there, like in Europe between Tunisia and Morocco. You know, they are trying, the Gambian youths and the West African youths are trying to proceed to Europe. So it's a sad story. Keta so as Ibrahim migrant itandi nyami because he has a platform be mol it update la daming so since mol nyim story je ala page kono so people we are trying to look at the, either is the factual report or not. So saying atelem ngamira iba lonna is a concrete story. So since I have nyami. So, for so what is your take into this issue?
Oh, it is a very sad story, and we pray to the Almighty Allah. Let those who left them, their soul be received in And that's a very, very sad story. And like what the last speaker is just saying, is totally is lack of job. And what we need is job creation, because if we see these youth are going and everybody, they have only one goal, they have one mission, and they have one vision. What is that? There is no job. We have to live. So these are some of the problems that is taking in there. I mean, everybody are going for greener pasture, because when you get there, you need to get something. And some of them, when they are lucky, when they arrive, within the trick of 6 months, they start to assist the family back home, supporting the family with all livestock. But really, the journey is risky, because when you look at it, a boat bill, or maybe something that just someone came upon with air, and you get on that, and you know this, you know the danger of the sea. And as we speak now, the sea is not even safe for fishermen, those who go for fishing. Even when you go to Tangier, talk about people who are going to travel for 7-8 hours. So there's a danger. So we just need to work with government, and the government need to look for a policy to stop this. Like this last speaker said, it's not easy for it to be stopped. But at least if there's more effort put in, I think we can find our way out.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Musa Serif. And that's the Kin FM listeners 94.7, wherever you are. Daoda Albedami Nintembokono. Nilem Musa Serif te sain Janimbe Dunantol la topico kono, comme like B intol nga Kenyami, comme concerned Gambians. Yalong intol nyanaka intendi mola. So how concerned about the Gambians out there, like the diasporas, because we should not consider only the people, inside the Gambia. So, but we have to go out there also. We, see what is the what they want from the Gambian government. Or will love to munela come like mol mumbe Gambia jang will ya mako. So also our next topic is about the liberty of press. Come like you are working at a Voice newspaper, and also like before we get into our topics, can you tell the listeners who you are?
Thank you for that question. My name is Musa Sharif. I'm the managing director and editor-in-chief of the Voice newspaper, one of the independent newspaper in this Gambia.
Okay, that's the listeners, wherever you are, you heard it, and he is the
managing director
and editing in chief. So he is working at our Voice newspaper. As you know, last time, because we have the conflict between the government, and also the government wanted to do something on top of like a Voice newspaper. We have seen that they bring an article, so but it's nevertheless that one has been put on down, but out there about the concerned Gambians also, like Mr. Serifi will start about the concerned Gambians. So how do you feel seeing that the Gambian youth, especially the youth, are leaving the country? What do you know any cause about the causes of the Gambian youth are leaving the Gambia?
Thank you, Mr. Jallow. That is just a common answer. If everybody that going, they are saying there's no job. So it's lack of job that everybody is going, because if you look at what is happening, they will tell you that there's no job. Maybe most of our departments and our companies are full. There's no vacancy now for the youth to be employed. And you see here and there, we are not talking people who are coming from out of high school. We are talking about university now. In the Gambia before, when you have O-level, you are a big guy. But O-level is no more. And first degree now, yes, it has a time for maybe in the span of the 10 years, 1 decade, yes. But now people are demanding for masters, like those days, like the GTCR, the ANES, the MDI, the Gambia College, everybody's looking for degree holder. So when people are leaving from school and their job is not there, so it even look like everybody's looking for a job. Even this back way we are talking about, you see people with degree, they are going through the back way. You see people who are uniform men are leaving their job to go to the back way. You see other people who are working somewhere, they will leave and they are going to the back way. Yeah. So this is a cause for concern, and this is not just a concern for one person. I think it's a collective concern, and everybody has to come on the decks to see a solution of this issue.
Yeah. So because like here last time we invited the CEO of the King FM. He tried to employ the Gambians. He established this radio station, and likewise he's trying to establish a TV. That's why we will be served as a source of employment at least. And also he is the CEO of a Seka Transport company in Gambia here. So that one also is serving as an employment. And today you will see that we have Mr. Kamara in German. He is a CEO of a Kamara Electrical Lightning and Safety Company in the Gambia here.
That's
so
right.
at least him also, he will have something to say. And through here, he will tell us about how to adjust his employment, employees out there. So that's why,
Yes, thank you very much for that. The managing director or the CEO of KFN and the camera, yes, we are not talking about 10, 15 people need to get an employment. No matter what KFM employ staff, from the cleaner to the last man, from the cameraman, from the fixer here, you can get more than 50 people in here.
yeah.
You understand? We are talking about company that will come. We need a company in Bassi. We need a company in Kenya.
Yeah.
We need a company in Jarasoma. We need a company in Farafina. To be employing, because every job seeker here, they are leaving the urban area to come up here for employment.
Okay.
We
Okay, Mr. Kamara. So
Mr. Sherry, I continue. Yeah. So these are some of the challenges we are having. We are talking about company that will be based in Bassi, who will employ people in Bassi. We are talking about 10, 15 companies. Like, for example, you see there are a lot of things in this country. They are not even being used. Yeah. Look at our mango. Look at our watermelon. We have a watermelon company, a fruit processing company in Bassi. It could have created a job. Everything you do, it will give you a job. But no matter how these two companies you just mentioned now, they can employ. We are talking about more than 500,000 people out there seeking for a job. So that is a concern.
yeah, because we seen that like Yulbrew and other companies, left the country. What is the cause of that? Maybe the people are saying that maybe it is the cause of like the high tax. That's why most of the companies live here. So and went to our neighboring country in Senegal. So I think the government also should consider how other companies will come to the country and come here and establish and also employ the youths rather than taking the youths away from the country.
Yeah, that's right. But taxation too, I think that need to be discussed, because when you talk about taxation, there's an institution here who is responsible for tax. Who, if you want to register a company, you go through them. But I can't see the spirit of people coming home to register business. Like you said, your boss have a company, but we're still looking for the high spirit people who will come. No matter how the tax will be, you can get your company, then that can be discussed later. But we are not seeing no new company in Brikama. We are not seeing no company in Jarasoma. We are not seeing no new company within the Foyens. We don't see no new company within the Cairns. That yes, this is like when you go to all African country within the South region, like country like Guinea Conakry, like say there's a gold mine. They don't say that there's a diamond break. You see, people are rushing to look for a job.
Yeah.
But there's no company here, either a foreign-based company or maybe a Gambian-based company. You go check the whole area. You need to see a big company that get a staff of 50 people. So these are the challenges. So we call on Gambian to come over to see how the issue of taxation that can be discussed later.
Okay, we'll be right back. Let me go to German in Mr. Kamara about this situation. What did he said? So, Mr. Kamara, niatra ibe ntol moy kana ntol be kacha kan ning employment cool, and you are the CEO of Kamara Electrical and Lightning and Safety Company in the Gambia here. So, say wo kol be nyadle so ibe mo jelle employee kan ne nyintembo kono. Hello.
Okay, assalamu alaikum.
Mr. Kamara. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, come up.
For right now, for calling is the beginning, but calling start can yalan. But at the beginning till right now, I try by on mention and secretary so we have our manager, and then we have our supervisor. So this is what we are. These three people that we have already employed, and they are having salary for every month. And now we are trying to, when the things go as we wish, now try to employ more Gambian, because this idea comes, the money idea to make myself rich or whatever. You understand? Any idea because I travel. I am in Gambia. I was in Gambia, so I travel to Europe. Then when I come here, I try to develop myself. So when I develop myself and I see things here, which I really want these things to be in my country too. So what can I do for my country? Okay, then now I come here, I have some skills. So then why not I go and extend these skills to my country too, before I just sit down here, just I do my thing for my alone. Then I will be okay, I'll be fine, there'll be no problem. But I want to help my Gambian brothers and sisters, because when I bring companies in Gambia, when I bring this company in Gambia, what I wish is to employ more people. Then you will see that going back we coming from it will try to reduce, because the more we have companies in Gambia, the more people will start to stay. Because when they don't have work, and everything, you understand? So saying it is a go boy or dip or but be better come. We take clean about family economy along.
Okay, Mr. Kamara. Mr. Kamara.
Yeah.
Ila company is about light. So iko ye mo saba damale employee, nyin tembo kono. So yamira nyin sabol wol se nyin company o ron lelba, because ni ajube is about light. Indol sulata technician wala ni wo company kono. Indol sulata dol munka programme manager ani yalong mo killing wote wo programme mu me fenkela borondila. But ni atra ite fo ite technicien o ñinila wala womo sabol wolka wo programme mu medu abrondi la ni la compagnie, because dol bi je ka programme wafi dol bi je ka technicien ko fenke dogu. So anin do bi je ni atra wol tata ka programme dol comme ya fo nyami ilafta ka machine do nati Gambia jang munka is an alert niatra courant be off la wala niatra mass be kelale. So comme like wo mol ane hop ila mol dama wo se wo doku nole.
Very good. All mol damal ni all dama to dogo kenola natara banyama by the right all damal to dogo kenol, but me not right now more people employ. Before you employ people, you need some like contracts. Like when contracts are coming, then you try to employ more people. But when contracts are not coming, like the people I employ right now, every month I'm paying them. I'm paying my secretary. I'm paying my
manager,
electrical engineer, and the manager. So, and the contracts are not coming. There's no contract which is coming on or coming off or coming on inside. So disturbing someone in another way, because you have to pay those people. Those people cannot be leaving their home. They come and sit in the office from morning up to the day break. At the end, for 1 month, at the end, boy, you don't pay them. Yeah, there'll be a problem after. So we don't need that. We don't want that. So that's why we have to follow. Then when contracts coming in, then we can start to employ more people. To be frank enough, bro, I want to employ more people. I want to extend this company from Serakunda. Maybe I go to Basse. So like your CEO is saying, this is what is my intention.
No,
but
yeah,
we don't have support from. We need to have support from the government too, because when you see that we bring this initiative to Gambia, we want to help our Gambian. We want to be part of the development of our country. That's why we make this. That's one thing for me myself. That's why I bring this initiative.
Yalo,
Because I am
Mr.
here.
Kamara. Yalo nga kudol folole because niya jube mol Jamal Gambia jang woli company document sotole. You understand it? So because of what will love taka loan soto or that with the banks or dula dolto yal dol ka woleke because nga ku Jamal folole and nga probably 10 people, will move company sotole, especially these people who are importing, bagasol, bondi, like US or Europe. Sa ni atra volta portoro dol bije woli ko do sotole ka bagaso nati Gambia jang but wol man compagnie soto so wol be associate la sa momo e percentage sotole so hope ila programme mo nying amam mulun ni wola.
Yeah, no program on Muluntola because at this initial stage, Kabrin Mina Kuka Ting 12 from the start. I tried to engage this man, how to call it. This man, how to call it, the name I forget, he's in England, but he's a Gambian, he's a businessman. I tried to consult this man. I tried to Nadiam Tafo, even at the Gambia found, Nan and Broda Bole, so that we can try, maybe he can be a shareholder to the company. But after the Amtan Tara another company, things are too much by me because I have a lot of shareholders right now in Gambia. So now the torrent I cannot do it. You understand? So you cannot force anybody to partner with you. So when I'm at this top, I go okay. But when I see a genuine person who want to develop, who have the intention, the intention I have, then you can come and join with me. We make a joint share business and then we start from there. And then
okay, Mr. Kamara, the time is not on our side. We will be back to you for our next topic. Thank you very much for your time in this side. So, Mr. Siruf.
that you can't feel.
Welcome back to King FM 94.7. Hanisai Alberta can, you are with King FM 94.7 at Tallinn here opposite Hamadiya Hospital. So you heard what he has said, because I have questioned him because I have made a follow up. There are certain people whom you know that just they have like $5,000 or $10,000 run to register their company saying that they can import items or they have a company with the name, but saying yalong munem problem woti ka wo implement. So they have the program in paper, but sign will be tala nin dola mumbe potoro or lafta ka bagasol nati Gambia jang sign will associate ko intol nga company sotole so sign you bagaso nati nga percentage sotole. You understand? So and that is not helping the Gambians. Nyufana like other people will lafta ka company yele rek will yeda bankoto like other side or outside the like US or America or Asia, they discuss with a bank partner will love taka nying company Burundi Gambia jang. So while those people they don't know them. So purka woli na Gambia jang is another thing. Woko takan no but sign or mantra takan. You understand? So nying I think the people also and the government they should listen to it, and also they have to check into this issue really, because especially the people who are having the companies documents in the Gambia, they should monitor what are they doing. And the government when they issue a document is fine. So what is your what do you have to say about this?
Yeah, you have for Yami Akuma Talem, Keneke fan. But what we are looking at here, this is a simple matter. Before you start a company, okay, we all just get into the business, but you need to do a survey. What am I going to do? Whether it can be effective for Sirikuna, or it's good for Bundu, or what I'm going to do is good for Gunju, it's Kartom, Brikaman, the list go on. But you register a business, like you just want, you go there, maybe when they tell you it's a limited company, say it's a limited company. And a limited company, that's a big name. You see, by right, you need to have a managing director, need to have a board of director, you need to have everything. But sometimes the registration, you just go, then we get in there, then we start work. And secondly, if you don't have the funding for the business to move as you intend, then which means there is a problem. When you go to the registered general office in Banjul, KM now, they call a single window, you see a long list of companies. You understand? And some of them are not very effective, and the company too, maybe the registered company too is not checking. If you are not functioning, at the end of the day they kick you out and they give the space to other people. And secondly, the issue here is for us to have a proper check on somebody's company, because you can't say this is my company and the company have like you have 2 or 3 people, because when you say you want to do this, try and plan it if possible. Look for a good funding.
I think this should specific how many employees you should have in a particular company. But Gambia here, they don't care. They
no. We don't have that. That is not a law. Because if I want to register, I do my document and I do my memorandum of understanding, and I take it that you have nothing to ask me.
Now, after registering your company, I think they should make a follow up.
Yes, they do a follow-up. I think the Ministry of Justice do a follow-up, because it seems sometimes that you need to change, because the more the document expire, there's an annual return you need to give, so I think they do it.
What I'm meaning about following up, they should go to their office. You understand?
Yeah.
And when they go to their office and ask for their staffs, bring in their TIN number, but none of them can do that. Because I've been working with another company here.
Yeah, that would be a new system.
The GRA and asked them about the TIN number.
Yes.
And I was not able to provide my TIN number.
Yes.
You understand? So, but that man was trying to forge a TIN number, and which is
against the law.
Against the.
But why should he force a TIN number?
So
TIN number is a free of charge. You walk into any GRA office, you get
a follow up with these issues, and I have been seen several companies in the Gambia here should be locked.
No. If a TIN number is a cheap thing, you get to the any GRA office. When you get to the GRA office, you give your name and you give your address and maybe your date of birth. You get a TIN number for free. So maybe I didn't know what your boss were trying to do, but TIN number is free, because the TIN number, I didn't know whether maybe he needed a TIN number to pay your GRA tax. That's one, because he should pay. If you are receiving more than $2,000 or 2005, you need to pay a tax to the GRA.
You don't understand, like Mr. Serif, what I'm telling you about, like not to pay only the GRA tax, provided the TIN numbers, so that tell how many employees you have, right? Because each employee need to have an employee number. So but what about if I don't have my employee number and that person happen to provide double numbers and for one person?
How did you get a job? I think you apply for the job. Did you apply?
Yeah, I
and you
applied
send
for
your
it.
CV.
And so from there, but they don't ask for any TIN number. But at the end, when GRA came there and saying, okay, we need TIN numbers for the staffs and such things and so on. So
yes,
you understand. So but most of them knows that, and what they normally do, as I'm telling you, they just have double TIN numbers, which is.
Where do they get that one from?
No, maybe like having the number, just like a phone number. You can just remove one number and put it there, and you don't see. And those people, when you print it in a paper, they will think something else like that. Okay, so sign until Bitala for the next topic, because the time is not in our side, Mr. Serif. So welcome to Kin FM and about the liberty of press. So what did you have to say about that?
Thank you. That's a big question. I can just answer that question, but I can contribute towards the question. The liberty of the press, I can say the Gambia press, we have liberty.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a great liberty from 2017 up to now. We have a great liberty. We are see a big increase in the radio stations. We are see the citizen journalists are doing well. And we are see a lot of online news, TV and online radio, so we have a liberty and we are reporting free and fairly. Under the government, I can say the good way of the president is doing well, because there are laws in the constitutions, they were not amended and they are still there, and we are still working under those laws. Maybe you may not know them, but we call them draconian law. That's the name the media gave them, and they are still there in the 1997 Constitution. So if they are there and we are still working under them, and there's no newspaper has been closed, there's no radio station has been closed. We have some fracas. Yes, that's life. The teeth and the tongue can bite. Life goes on. So, but everybody's is they're reporting freely. Everybody's viewing newspaper freely. So there's a great liberty compared to some African country. We are happy to see that we have the anti information ad. We have the media council, the Gambia Press Union, which has been the ambassador of the Gambia journalists. Is that they are doing well. They just have a great award ceremony just 3 days ago, and journalists who has really worked hard within the year, they were awarded. And that is a lot of encouragement. And that event, the beauty of the event, you see the government journalists are there, the Minister of Information was there, the police now have a radio station, they were all there. The ambience was very good, everybody enjoying it, and some of my colleagues were awarded, so we have some liberty at some extent.
Yeah, Mr. Sharif, as you said, okay, like as in Gambia here, since 2017 to 2024, and we are having liberty comparing to other side of the world, especially in Guinea-Conakry, where currently one of our colleagues is on custody. Who arrested that person, because the government denied the accusation, and his name is Habib Marwan Kamara, and he was arrested and or kidnapped by the unknown man. No one knows where he is about right now, and we were trying to have one of our correspondent in Guinea-Conakry by the name Boubacar Garki Jallow, but he is not where to be seen. He didn't join to our platform. We have to connect him, but okay, he is Bagay. Okay, bonsoir monsieur Boubacar Garki à Guinea-Conakry. Okay, merci beaucoup, Boubacar. Welcome to Kin FM 94.7 in the Gambia, and we are that's one of our correspondents in Guinea-Conakry right now. We will welcome him to our studio. That's Mr. Boubacar. Me werni maka journal ame watu o programme aro alkam saje de fo watu ji jego ha watu ji jedidi kekide dun no haray fewndo do me hebi kumpital telema neddo men bu Habib Marwan Kamara hino nangano joni ko honno yirɗon situation on ton Guinea-Conakry.
Nam haray ko non woniri min salmini on en salmini wonɓe jentade ɓen ka sayo fewndi ɗo nokku kala koɓe woni e nder laalagal adnagal e wonɓe jentade ɓen fof ka leydi Gambi. Haray e fii ko fewti no tawata noon no winda wowla e ma wuri no golleji winda wowla en fewndori noon ka ngal leydi men Guinea ga. Haray hino fewndori no ŋakkiri gilandema hedda paɗe ciwli laamu ngu ñande 5 septembre 2021 haa ka sayon fewndiɗo e nganndin tinnayi haray ka sakkitorum ko sakkita yewtede ɗo kon ma ko sakkita humpitede ɗo kon hono no ɓangi ko oɗimojo meɗen e Habib Marwan Kamara woni ko ciwla e ɗe balɗe yawtude ɗo. Haray noon ko ɓe humpitaka fiimu ko homɓe woni ɓen ma ko sombu honno woni ko ɓe waɗi ɗum noon ko ɗum woni ɓe woni ko waɗi ɗum noon gandin tinnayi kañum Habib Marwan ko winda wowlajo hari o gollay e o groupe média joma média mo tawdano émission wiyeteɗo on refle le monde e ko watti ɗum kañum Habib Marwan Kamara e himo jogitani hoore makko e site d' information ko weɓitata kumpite ɗum hino wiye le révélateur 224 aray noon gillandema o ciwla ha ka fewnitiɗo ka sayon fewndiɗo humpitaka ko homɓe woni ko faggitanimo ranɗum humpitaka ko honto woni e ko honno woniri donc ɗum ɗo holli wona ndema haray e ɗum ɗo hino wawi yaltintinde ellaji goo e ŋakkireji goo e ko winda wowla en fewndodi e mum e ka leydi men Guinea ga haray noon eɗon geeɗi hina ɗum noon tum ma nder nakkere ɗon tum winda wowla en fewndori e Guinea ga haray e bangeji boyi e winda wowla en hino sattira woni ko heɓugol kumpite ɗen ma ka moftugol kumpite ɗen ma ɗum wurin e so tawi woni kaka waɗugol kumpite ɗen hoore no haniri no ma no ɗe hana waɗirede noon toon fof haɗa ellaji hino yaltitude ɗon gueɗi kadi e espace FM film
Boubacar allo Boubacar
nam
Okay, me humpitike ko kalen news wonda e windande kumtal e ɓeɗo kadi innete ɓe futaka men ɗum noon haray ɓeɗo wonda yaltinande programme toon ɗum noon sa dartike noon wano hakkude ma yaltingol kibaruji ɗin ka nder leydi Guinée toon ange laamugo ko honno woniri toon kadi
ko noon woni yaltingol kumpitene ma kibaruji ɗi no sattani windawola e mouradu e séri ko ɗum wonnomin wowlande nanen e ɓay haray nini ka sayon fewndi ɗo e na ko woni wo mo be suusata wowlugol ma wonɗo wo suusata wowlugol hay so tawi woni ko noon woniri haray woɓɓe ɓen e hino waɗi huuli suusi ma hino huliti ko fewti weeɓitugol ngal kumpital on tippude ko tata kon haray e no muran ɗum fewnori non no tawata noon haray ko hanani windawolan hino jumpa donc weeɓitugol kibaruji ɗin hino wondani windawolan ŋakkere mouradu e séri
ok Boubacar sa dartike kadi wono min yi kadi médiaji goɗɗi no sokano toon wono espace e adefo média woɓɓe kadi wono radio ji jelu fewno ɗo woni e gollude hara ɗin ɗon ko private ɗi woni walla ko radio privé ji ka nder leydi toon
haray no woodi yoga e radio privé ji e si jetti e nder leydi fou e wata mandinde e nder leydi fof
ko janiɗi
ɓayno windata ko wawe lentande haray noon ɗi boyi hiɗi gollude wano noon sen jetti ka région administrative labbe ɓay haray min ko sengo labbe ga wommi haray média privé wa yahayɗi jeego han jeeɗiɗi haray no ka saare labbe ɗo e donc si fiƴƴi noon haray e nder leydi média ji no woodi boy média privé mais ko won tun kadi haray média ji janniɗin e ɓurɗi janɗuɗi ma innetenoɗi haray ɗo hino ɓuura jentede mouradu e séro ma hino joguitino émission ji ɓuurateɗi jentede ɗin ɗin noon dame mum hino fala ono si jetti adafo média ɗum ko espace fm espace tv e espace tv ɓen noon dame mum hino fala ɗen gueli hay ko ɗon o émission e les grandes gueules waɗayno e émission ji boyi se jetti wano film
ok haray ko ɗum woni fewɗo média on ka nder leydi Guinée Conakry hino tonga taw ɗum en ɗon haray woni on hettaki toon ɓayri goɗɗo susta yaltinde kumpite ko winda ɗe wono ko ɓaari haray ellaji téléma laamu ngun toon ka nder leydi Guinée Conakry kono woniri
eyi ko noon woniri goɗɗo wa daray ko no ɓangini noon non ko noon murandum fewdori ka leydi Guinée Conakry ga fayda ni ko windawolajo windata ɗo yaltina hara hula est ce que tawi woni o tiyara wacci laamu ngu ma ɗum ɗo wowli ko laamu ngu faala hiɗon anndi le hina ɗum woni ko golle ɗe yamiri en hina ɗum woni ko mecce ɗe yamiri en mecce ɗen hino yamiri en so tawi woni laamu ngu waɗi ko keɗɗi ko goonga ara hino hana wowlede kono noon haray na mantugol ɓe wacca ɓe wa jeliɓe so tawi noon woni kadi ɓe bonni ma ɓe waɗi bonnereji ma ɓe jumpi ɓe lundike sariya on ma goɗɗum go waɗi ko hana dukede feele eɗen jeli kadi haray sariya on ko noon woni ko yamiri en dukkugol fela kono noon dukkugol felangol hino wontani e windawolen ka leydi Guinée Conakry ga ŋakkere
ok Boubacar min arta joni ɓayri time fewno ɗo woni ko woɗɗiri men fes on tuma min arta e ma joni somin gayne ɗo Okay, Mr. Serif, you heard about this man, what he has said. He said in Guinea Conakry, currently all the medias, are in, they are afraid because like they cannot release anything what they want or what is favorable, for the media. If you see like most of them, if you are to publish something which you are not afraid is either you support the government or you tell them they need to be the president for the next election like next year 2025. So it seems like you need to support them and also to write an article which is going to defend them, so that's it. So but it doesn't show that like the medias they are independent in Guinea Conakry currently, and there is most of the medias also, especially Espace Radio, and they have been locked almost now 3 months, and also other medias. So right now most of the media journalists, if you are not kidnapped, you have run, you are went out, outside the country. So just to save, for safety of your life, you understand. So because hence the military junta, they try to say okay, for them, they would like to participate for the presidential election in Guinea Conakry. And here in the Gambia, as you said, the journalists are most of them are have the liberty, but if you go to the radio stations, we have most of them be locked right now. Either they are not paying the tax or whatsoever. So there also, do you think Pura doesn't supposed discuss with the government into that if there is a radio station which doesn't pay the tax, or which mechanism they should bring to the media side, so that if you don't pay any tax, they will not lock you, but they will try to I don't know how to say, like I don't.
Okay, I get your question.
Okay.
Starting with the situation in Guinea Conakry.
Yes.
Yeah, you got it right. But I think Guineans need to speak out. We went through in Gambia for 22 years. Radio station were closed. Newspaper were closed down. It was not easy. But I think the 22 years of Jammeh rule touched everybody. But the media fraternity hold on, because we stay focused and we were still publishing in our editorial policies, and other newspaper in editorial policies were still working. And if you look at the 22 years of Jammeh, I'm not trying to praise anyone, but I think the media did well. Despite at that time internet was not there, because internet came in the middle part of Jammeh rule. But you see, the newspaper was still there. We were still reporting. If you look at it, when people get missing, I'm not here to mention newspaper, and you will see some newspaper says so and so people are missing, updating and all those stuff. So the situation in Guinea, one, they need to work with international community to set up a campaign for the on the government. Two, they need to be focused, because like now, yes, maybe there is no public declaration of censorship from the media, but people now are fear because of their life. That is in Guinea Conakry. That's the situation they are going through. It's not only journalists, even general correspondent in Guinea. I talk to him. I even edit all his document every day. But the situation in Guinea now is like people have decided what they are seeing coming to just hold on to their self. So the journalist is important.
Yeah, but
like when you come, just a minute. When you come to the issue of the radio station closed by Pura and all those stuff, yes, if you have a radio station, Mr. Jallow, look at this. Pura make a public announcement that within this period, this will happen. If I know that I'm at fault, or I don't have it, I rush into work on. I'm not here to defend Pura or maybe to talk on behalf of Pura, But what they are saying, some of these people have the radio, it will start operating, and you have the lesson. Maybe I want to apply for voice to have a radio station, but because the list is congested, and Pura say we are not issuing lesson now, and you have the lesson and you are not operating. So what they will do, they will try to move you, then they will try to assess my own application for job to go on. You understand? So these are some of the issues.
But do you think like closing those radios, it is favorable, because like how many employees will lose their job, will lose their jobs, and some, will not, have other jobs, because like if King FM is having their own employee, Voice is having their own employee. So do you think the people who were working like Alphala or other radio stations, even Janikoto, and if they come to Voice, they will be employed?
I think there's soft and smooth policies here. When they were notified, they could have worked on some of these things. And after they were closed, I think you can be, as far the structure is there, the material is there. I didn't think that Pura will stay denied and they are not going to operate. They need to go and do their homework properly, and they come back to the system. Like some of these things we just raise it. Yes, it's right, because I'm a journalist. I always have that sharp eye. I look at everything, I look at it, and I criticize it. I speak my mind. But I didn't advertise with Voice on that issue, but it was on the social media that this is the issue. But because of COVID, because everybody is putting everything on COVID, you say because of COVID we're not operating. This is the system we have. I think the management of Pura, we're going to give them a fair hearing, and maybe then they will see their way out.
Okay, sometimes like we are seeing if media trying to pen their articles on papers, some like the big men will try to defend themselves. You understand. So What did you say? What do you have to talk about that also? For the medias also to be independent, because now if I know that okay, you are doing such things, which the person aware, because I have seen most of the people especially the investigators, those who are calling themselves as investigating journalists.
Thank you. I get your point. I got your question.
So,
let me tell you one thing. Journalism is a novel profession. Idea.
Yes.
If you listen to Abraham Lincoln, if you want to choose between government and the media, he was going to choose the media because he won everything. The late and the former president of U.S.
Yes.
So the issue here is investigating journalism in this country. Yeah, there's an issue. And secondly, we within the media fraternity, we still need to do a lot of job and to address a lot of issues for us to get some fair share of the cake of this country. I am not here to criticize or to downplay anybody, but the journalists in this country is too much. Everybody is a journalist.
Yeah.
Even the WhatsApp group
Yeah.
members, they are all journalists.
Yeah.
Even this Facebook group member, they are all journalists. So you don't know who is who. And when you want to do an investigation in journalism, one, you should do a research. Who are you going to talk to? Get your list. But I can just come to KFN and just get one person that, yes, KFN managing director, I sack one person. Or maybe this. Then I say I investigated. You need to get to the point. You have to have a lead. If you don't have a lead in your investigation, then which means that is not an investigation.
Yeah.
Because someone should talk to you. You should talk to someone. And if it's data collection, get the data correct. If I want to investigate financial issues, I should make sure the figure I'm working with, they are all correct, because I am going to give something to someone who is not there. I am working behind the scene, and I'm going to give the information not only to the public, because what you post on the website, someone in New York, in Japan, in South Africa will read. You understand? So these are the issues. So if you are talking about journalists are not free, they are not allowed to do investigation. They are, but sometimes the blocking point here, or the student that block all of us, you don't have the lead. Anything that having to, like for example, we have government communication officer who are most of them our colleagues, but if the event happen, you can't get the information from them.
Okay.
And so
we have seen like a voice, or the newspapers, published in the French, but what about like maybe in Arabic, side? You have not seen like the voice or the newspapers are not published on behalf like for the Arabic. So do you think also like bringing the Arabic students or like voice or point, it is so favorable?
Everything is by step. If you look at the Gambia media before, from the time of independence, then the late Francis Small used his own positions as a journalist, as a trade journalist, to support the media. And he was there. Then he went try and he passed on. Then we got the late Dixon Coley, then took it. Then after those, their own struggle. Then we see the life of Deda Haidara, Babuka Gay, Papsen is still living, going on, Uncle Samsa, they are going on. So everything is by step. Okay, you talk about the French column.
Yeah.
Okay, how many Gambian journalists who study French? That's the question we need to look at. We are paying more cost for that French column.
Okay.
And many we don't know whether we can get a feedback whether it's making impact. We don't know that. That's one. So if you want to bring an Arabic or the Portuguese or maybe a Chinese column now, it costs another expensive on us. And secondly, you need to have a machine for it.
Yeah.
Like we have a French, we have a computer in French we use, and someone totally is taking care of that one.
Yeah.
You understand? So if we want to get it, we are yet to find it. I only saw Fourier one time. My uncle Sambo do the French for Fourier. So we didn't know, and people are not coming out. The culture of silence.
So what about now? If you have somebody who is specialist in Arabic and like voice,
We will because we want to expand our readership as we speak to you now. Voice is one of the newspaper nationwide. We have correspondent in every region. And when you look at the contents of the voice, when you read the content, you see, yes, I'm reading, I'm independent paper, I'm reading something. Because when you turn the voice, you get there, even the feature story, everything is perfect.
Okay. So what do you have to say, like under the liberty of press now for the medias at large, because the time is not in our side, into this topic. So what is on your take and advice for the people who are in for the media, especially who are on the train and those who are into the system right now?
First of all, as I told you earlier, we should still give thanks to the government of there because from now we are still getting the opportunity and the good way of the government, because there are laws there, they can use it against us, but I think they just let it go because they want to promote democracy. And
regarding to the article between
no, that we forget that article.
Okay,
that's a past there because it have been resolved.
Okay.
But we have a liberty, as I told you earlier. There's a liberty. There's a laws that if we violate or maybe anything happen, like those days you will see they will just walk as two plainclothes officers will just walk like, oh, this radio station or the newspaper is closed. Okay, to those who want to work in the media, you need to be trained.
Okay.
You need to go to school. And when you go to school, you try to learn the job. Like before, people are lucky. People live from Gambia. Gambia has seen Augustine and they come to the newsroom and they do well. Now we have a lot of institutions that are offering journalism training courses. So at least the newsroom should be packed. Like in the King FM here, you should have producer, you should have everything, you have correspondent everywhere. You should have the bigger program. You know, someone you should have a correspondent embassy who he or she should be live with you on this program.
Good.
You understand?
Yeah.
So we need people to come into the system and let them be trained. People even coming from the institution. If you don't have the money to go to school, come to the newsroom. You can be trained on the job. It worked.
Yeah.
You see, that's the problem. The GPU is there is very reasonable. Inside the offer, team Stafford is offering the University of Gambia. If you have the max, you go there.
Yeah.
You understand? But what we need here now in the newsroom, we need people who have passion. It's time to become a journalist, but do they have passion for the journalism? Or maybe I'm just going to KFA to use as a stepping stone for people to hear my voice, or I'm just going to voice network for people to see my backline as a stepping stone if I don't have the time. So those are the ones we are asking for. There should be those changes, and we've talked to the GPU, the Media Council. Let we try to improve the system. This is a big job, and let we to be respected like other institutions or other academia in the country.
Okay. So here I think we can call it a day because the time is not in our side. We're supposed to end our program to 7 o'clock at p.m. here. So right now we'll go back to our people there before we sign out. Hello, Ibrahim Migrant.
Yes.
Okay. Niatra iba moy kan en tolbe kacha kan nun jang about the liberty of press. So sai ite fanan ila call be nyamin je like the migration situation. So sai munem ila advice wo ko ni.
Okay, ala baraka pakimbe kacha no makam burung yalo ji mankin tela party abari burung interesta. Yo at this moment the migration ko benga along del kama ma wala bake. At the moment, member caring something all indiko geol Kenya le mambete at this moment fonyo kasia geo kono bake me yalonko adon at this moment we know we have more than 4,000 Gambians who are stranded in Tunisia at the moment. Many yalonko betambi koto, and we have more than 6,000 Gambians also living in Libya also. Many yalonko betambi koto same thing. Si memfono mule don wala mu geola conditional mantari betiyare tumbeni ndia mula hanni waro something information also kulungu do me yalonko bi somanda te fana aboytale me yalonko atabara dami wala mo burumedes melanko atabe agiri ale men yalonko jama baka boje kaitlin para spend dame mo mayo pati kulungu ngamen kala mota something wala mo fon lebe kulungu kono bari ya kala mota ko moldol jama be kono yeres kilo we don't even know how many people die on that boat. Yo, the same issue kota ke nuntibulo kota ke we are getting another information me ya itande ko nin tribulo fanan kulondo fanan boyta 27 people 9 people has been found dead. So if I la thing weather condition on be caring, so in for this week we are having more than 7 sick way yang kulondo boyka. So Gambia doon in can be more bad than the mena burun talbuka fo moy kanata mo member na bring Gambia kana full Libya wala Tunis anata mena tele along katambinam. So honi mo for the opposition to ke ba you are advising him don't go abekela kuete me along ko talent alone you not even listening. So bari the yamaro min katarim good wala min ko jio na man better when you dun the jio control you can lose your life because you only have 3% for your balu 97% on your be isi for no alale kono ko hani kono kulungu jama be jemina ko I think 6 kulungu nyom bota mursani men ko gambe din jama bo kulungu kono yalan ko futata na men futata el hero mi yalan ko nga kalmata mo woro fanam pato kulungu kono so abeka ke jamati men ko problem mo suma ala be jio kono na man ko sumaati wakata re men fanam be wala mi ko akake jio la tinalati so be mo be danla migrant from by the family libam because jama be nga kalmata ni be wunda they call their parents home kaitan dila ko bimbe wulikanne so what ni min na parents ko mandi so we are always open gambe dung be information dila because kala file ke protect for new kana pije that's what we do a beta tanara television just to protect their life. So what on simen for no more drum moment ding back when it will not stop ne ko mo have stop na ikata dia molla the babul every day ba kata kan to stop it but they couldn't stop it and they are making millions be kodol takan ne ko millions of millions men ko be dunkan just to try to silo ni be lol no la nyaaw nyanding and you be a man stop no kuno be move kan ne and jiobe tinyare nyaaw nyanding at this moment some minutes ago kuno do be live support they just rescuing 39 people now Kulundo from Ocean drinking or for 34 people rescued just now. So we'll be able to then legal. So people are just going even weather condition on better. Yo bari membe je drone je gambe de on jaman kadi amno wolle ni sub sahara african or bar soko gambe de on wolle la ko kan sula bakke. So nse men fono mole sa intention be kerim bakke mari fistino mo ka fo mo kanata. Bari mari sino ya pour Kenya jibe dollar nyame ka barol normal ane kibaron no marre bayla tama beje ite periala ka problem o soto to barna man ko drone ni ka wuli kum fe drone avec la problem o del bena kan tibabu wati men sanji jama ko man don del man ni soto there's no one men ka fo mo le weda betenne wala silo resol betenne wala rescue betende del ko soto de ni tamari yo sifal soto drone mo opportunity lesi ite nyanta mentale fana nyanta me use no la pour ye fan ni tankandi ani men yalon ko be defo bala pour si tankandi no nyame.
Okay, Ibrahim, till next week. So, Ibrahim migranti, I conclude role nati moli about the migration. Issues in Europe, like Gambia, mung be try kan kata Europe. Momol be King FM 94.7 be lamoy kan niatra atol fana albe mol jibe kan King TV Gambia. Wala ntol la Facebook page oto King Flash ntol ba fala ala barka fana. Je bot Mr. Kamara.
Hello.
Ibe mune fola ila last kumoti jannin tolbe fintila ntol la studio to jang King FM 94.7.
Okay, nyinga be Gambia no be kontona ni la lamu lal be be kontona ni me after the program. Okay, thank you for the opportunity. The opportunity me na program na empathize there. Fanale means to funding na sondo mo kono. So mbame fa advert dilamore panin kay ngamre kanmel mbat kala purum be ke kilinte ngapurum bajale kambe butano nyaado nyami. And then my present ko fana be ko abrama ba fo ka nyami to right now je ko sunya bodum dum bakale ko grawre bakale. Bari biga fo no mole ko kanata. Wala problem mo so nyin kay mo mon de hakil tolam to nga try ba on mil nga hakilo to. Nimbuda kan wato kono fana la nga hakilo to baka ngalon ko tam min jomi ti bala kono no alma momo alon ko ngoni beje ina da fayin filo kay lafta ga futa blato alma yo futa je karala alma kayro sabat la barka bake no.
Okay, Mr. Kamara ala barka bake for lundol. Okay, say Aboukar Garki Jallow, bonsoir.
Oui, bonsoir.
Okay, onon lagine ton fewndo men humpitike wono comme no yewtirɗa non wono fewndo media no mari ton sattede fotano hara wona seeɗa wona ka radio ji walla ka journaliste ɓe kono fewndo ɗo haray an ko honno marɗa ko wolana aduna on est ce que kadi wono on mojobere journaliste guine on haray hino ƴetti darande fi yewgol haray ɗum ɗo wawi accude guine ton walla ko honno ɓe woni waɗirde intermediate walla comme ko ɓeynata yewtere hakkunde maɓɓe kamɓe toon
ko noon woni aray suuɓiɓe winda wowla yagal ɗum ko métier journaliste ɓe aray ko noon woni ko suuɓi golle maɓɓe ɗon woni ko ɓe darkis maɓɓe aray noon mojoɓe winda wowla en wano so jetti mojobere no wiye SPPG syndicat de presse de la Guinée e ha hewti association de presse ji buy haray hino jondidirde juuɗe ka sayon fewndi ɗo hiko fewti tippirgol lumuraadu añinindu ɗon newinana winda wowla en waɗugo golleji maɓɓe ɗin e hoore no haaniri e tentini noon haray ko fewti no transition fewndoyɗo no anndi e laamu transition haray ko nde saayi be saayi kumpite hino haana wiɗitede tentini noon laamu transition kadi ɗonno ko tawata haray jammaji ɗi no humpa muraadu he seeru ko honno woni feƴƴude e ko honno woni feƴƴide donc haray mojoɓe ɓeɗen hino dartade muraadu e seeru fi wallitago winda wowlay heƴa hakkude maɓɓe e laamu ngu newina golleji maɓɓe ɗin
ok haray ko ɗo min wawata haɗonde ha yontere hannde kadi kono noon haray Boubacar min andi min ƴetto e ñalande fi ɓurten yewtude hara ndeññande ko an tu wonata invité amen on e tawti kadi haray fi programme ji ɗi min yaltinta wono jonnoɓe men information ji ɗi haray fewndo hannde on ɓay programme ji ɗin woni ko raɓɓiɗi tan woni ko ɗuuɗa feren ani wattu kadi ka hewɗon ka alligne ɗon haray ko ɗum ɗon addi sattende ɗo haray mi accitete rek ha ñalande go kadi si allahu jaaɓi anden ko yewtere nde ɓe neta ha tok awa woni arande on guilandema Gambia King FM 94.7 ha Guinée Conakry toon haray min salmini on fotano hara wona seeɗa Boubacar Okay, Mr. Srif, we will sign out. And what is your last word about this issue? Because we had our correspondents. What they have said, like Ibrahim migrant situation. What he has told the Gambians about the immigration issues, and right away in Guinea Conakry also they are facing the challenges, especially in the media side. So Gambia here. What is your last word?
Oh yeah, thank you very much. Ibrahim has said it all, and what he said, that's what he can say, because he will not tell you not to go, that this is the situation on the ground. The sea is not safe for now, but everybody is going. You see the figure he's giving you, Libya, Algeria, Tunis, the figures are high. Even if you tell someone that you have almost 8,000 Gambia in of Tunis and 6,000 in Libya, that's not a small figure, but people are going. And listening to what he just said, when people are going, before they move home, they have to inform their parent that I'm going to leave today, I'll be getting out of this place today. So what he's trying to, the general advice he's trying to give, the water is not safe for now. So this should be to every parent, people who are even sponsoring their children to go. So if the sea is safe, it's no problem. Like he said, when they were going that time, there was no guideline to say, okay, the sea is like this, this is like this, this is like this, this is how you go. They just took a risk and they got there, and at that time things were done like the way things are. So that is the situation. For my brother who have the company, yes, we pray that let him expand the company, or let him have more staff. Like he said, he want for the company to be from here to Bassi, which means in every village, in every region in this country. Yeah, mashallah, we pray that that happen. The issue of Guinea Conakry, yes, as I told you, the Guineans need to come together. The Guineans journalists union need to come together and set up an agenda how they can handle this thing, because now they need to be working with media.
As he said, many several medias or the their federation are trying to
work with
the government, you understand, so into the issues, but I don't think like the government are listening to them.
No, the issue now, what they need to do, they need to be technical. You see, when we were having a tough year, we were having a base. You know, Gambia journalists has a base in. It was not a base, but when you move to Senegal, we have other media house, NGO, the Rado, Article 19. We have the IJ. They were supporting. Even we live here to go. We have meeting with them. But if you want to open your eye out there, it will be a risk. So they need now to set up a team, a technical team, how they will operate, how they will handle the issues, and how they can defend, or maybe they set up a quick hotline that in case a journalist is going to work, when you are here, let me know that you are here. If you are there, let me know that you are here. And secondly, they need to work with the Guinean Bar Association, because some of these things you file in your lawsuit. Where is this person? So if they need to go look for a coalition, an alliance, who they can work with, they need to work with team. Like you see in the Gambia, when things were tough, you see the Gambia Press Union and the Gambia Bar Association, they were working together. We had some good lawyers. I'm not here to name them. One issue happened, they will come in, they defend us. Some of them will go to court. They were on a threat, but still they were there to work in the interest of the nation. And today we say bravo to some of them. We are not here to need them.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sirif. We say bravo to GPU and also
the Gambia Bar Association.
Gambia Bar Association. We were trying to reach GPU, Gambia Press Union, for them to be part of our invitees, but nevertheless, they are not yet to be here. They didn't turn up, and we will sign out from here. And just to remind you, this is Hard Talk Hour, which normally comes for you every Thursday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And I am Ousman Jallow, the anchor of the program. And till next week, so we are here for the next week topic will be on politics. Just update all the listeners, don't miss it out to follow our program. So namba dinga mandinga moylal momo be entol moy kan ñintem bokono ñil King FM 94.7 momo be entol no makan King TV Gambia wala Facebook auto King Flash ndol ba fola ala barka bake ñim programme oti ndol atola la wala Hard Talk awati wol binala every Thursday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. into Ousman Jallow ka ñim programme feng tamande nitol la radio to jang suñ mbokki ko ya xamantene ku nekk ñu ngi dégul ñu fu ngeen mën ta nekk starting from Kartom be Koyna ñu ngi leen sant di leen gërëm bu baax pour topp programme bi ni wala Hard Talk awati de xamantene day ñëw every Thursday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. ba fa la maa ngi leen wax jërëjëf till next week for our program. It will be based on politics.